Welcome. My neighbour's off dropping off his case CS150, which would also be a Steyr 9145, and the tractor has a problem with its gearbox. It won't drive in power shift 1 and 2. It goes to drive but kind of slips a little bit. So he asked me just to have a look at it, see if I could find anything wrong with it. So I just like to point out I'm not a case mechanic. I'm just do a little bit of repairs for myself. So I just had a look at it and did a bit of research, and I'm just documenting what I found, and maybe it might help someone else with power shift problems on their CS150 or Steyr 9145 or even CS130 and a 9115 Steyr. So the main thing is there's a ZF back end in these tractors, and the power shifts are actually controlled with a valve block that bolts on under the doorstep here. It bolts on to this plate here, and as you can see, all the different oil galleries that send oil to the different power packs through the pathways here. So I've done a pressure test on this tractor to see if I could identify the problem. So what I have done is, this here, by the way, is the main control valve, which I took off the side of the gearbox, and you shall see it here. Now I have put pressure gauges onto this valve block and done a pressure test. So I'll just show you in the manual. This here is the actual diagram of the block, and I have put pressure gauges onto measuring point 1, 2, 12 and 13. So this should give me an idea of what the actual pressures at them points should be for each power pack. So across the top here is the actual what the reading should be for each gear. So they're the different gears across the top, and these are the measuring points along the side. And then when you're in each gear, you're looking for the pressures. So basically what I have found is that in first gear and second gear we're only getting about 7 bar, whereas when I'm in third gear and fourth gear I'm getting pretty much 16 bar. So there is some losses of oil there, but there is a massive oil leak on power shift 1 and 2. So obviously to get the power shifts to work, there is a combination of gears to get it to work. And this chart here will show you the combination of the valves that you need to get the forward and reverse. So as you can see here, forward 1, 2, 3 and 4, these are the combination of the solenoid valves that need to be activated as shown here. So in order for first gear to work, we need pack A and C to work, and in order to get pack forward to drive forward second, we need pack A and D to work. And these are the measuring points 13.2 and 13.1. So this is actually the diagram for the way the oil flows and what all your solenoids do. So you've all your solenoids in blue, and then they're activating all the valves. And pretty much after the pressure test, I'm after finding that there is an oil leak or a loss of pressure on the packs A. I am pretty sure it's pack A. There's no, whatever is on the route to pack A is losing oil pressure, because if you look at the combination of C pack is actually CPAC actually is used in third gear, and it is also working in reverse first and reverse third gear. So I actually think that the problem is related to pack A. And I'm going to do a bit of investigation here and see what we can find. So I am after buying, so there's these sandwich plates that go on to the side of the gearbox and new gaskets. So some of the people have told me that some of the problems is that the gaskets get damaged and blow out between different ports and you lose pressure in between them. So these are the sandwich plates. The other things that I've seen before is that some of these little valve ports get blocked with dirt. If some of them had a bit of grit stuck in them, it can affect the oil pressures. So I've taken off this unit and I'm after taking out all the valves in the forward reverse unit. So this is the unit that we have taken out, and as you can see, all the valves are in lines across here, sliding in here, and each line has a valve. Now, when I took the gaskets off this, I didn't see any damage to the gasket. I don't think it was blowing off between different ports, so I'm pretty sure it's not that problem. Now, when I did take it apart, these are the solenoids that engage the different valves. So what I did was when I took the see just here that valve there, I took that valve here out and I found that there was a big lump of hard shit stuck in that valve, which was not allowing the valve to slide fully forward and back. So I'm hoping that this is the problem with this unit. I'm not overconfident because there was a massive oil leak or massive loss of pressure, but what I'm hoping is that I'll put this unit back together and see if we can get improved pressure that it'll drive in first and second power pack. Some of the other things that people have said to me that could be problems with the power shift is there's little horseshoes in here that with Allen key bolts that holds these solenoids on, and people have told me that they break over time and that the unit pops back, the solenoid pops out and loses the pressure, but these are all perfectly fine. These solenoids also go faulty. I don't think that's the case on this particular job because the tractor itself is actually trying to go and it is getting some pressure, so I think it's losing the pressure rather than anything else. So I'm just going to finish up now and I'm going to go and stick the actual unit back on the tractor. So that unit there is going to bolt back on to the side of the gearbox here, and we'll stick it back on and see how we go. I'll keep you posted.